Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're looking to build a bookkeeping, accounting, and tax firm and you want to be super successful, that's what these videos are all about. And the reason why is because I built, in fact, it's right out that way. I built a firm with a couple of partners that was absolutely phenomenal. We found a nice niche. Go watch the previous videos on this channel here at Feedbackwrench about growing a bookkeeping, tax, and accounting firm. And if you like the idea of doing this, we have some of the best website packages out there. We have the fastest sites. We understand how to do digital marketing really well for an accountant, and we can make sure that over time you are absolutely dominant. But let's just start with how you run your business. Now, everything I've been talking about has been about these different niches and how to get in front of people, right? And I just talked about sales tax can be a great niche. If you can find restaurants, stores, go prospect and try and get in front of and connect with, and then do an analysis for people that have sales tax problems, because they can be a problem that's hard to solve, and yet it's not so complex. It's not like doing an audit, because the premise of everything I'm teaching here is that you don't be a CPA firm that does audits. You can go ahead and do that if you want to. In my opinion, it's high complexity work with bureaucracies that are going to check your paperwork, and you're going fishing for whales. You know, a couple of clients make up a giant portion of your revenue, and what will happen is that those whales, if they leave, it's not fun. Those whales gobble up your time, they gobble up your staff, they gobble up your attention, and I just don't think, I think it's better to have a diversified fleet of easier work to do, doing the bookkeeping, the accounting, the tax returns, the tax planning. Proactive tax planning is really where it's all at. And then if you get in front of the right people that are making money, right, you're going to have some success. Well, here's another niche that I want to talk about. Another niche that I know has a ton of problems, but you have to position your mindset a little different than your typical outsourced accounting client that I've been talking about. This isn't getting outside of the core focus, but this is an interesting niche. Any business that deals with younger employees, high turnover employment businesses are a great niche to go after. Now, these are generally speaking all sorts of retail locations, restaurants. Part of what you have to gear up in order to be able to serve them is you need to make the art of processing payroll onboarding as easy as possible. One of the things that you'll see is that the lower the wage, the higher the turnover, and it's because a number of different reasons. Usually these are in commoditized sectors. These commoditized sectors often just drought. You know, if you're hiring part-time occasional work, if you're hiring summer employees, you know, college kids that come back, or high school employees, or anything like that, you're gonna see that these businesses can get totally in the weeds with processing their payroll, onboarding, you know, their W-4s, getting all of the new employee stuff out. And if you can help be a firm that makes that amazing, that can be the icing on the cake for a small business owner that doesn't want to deal in this. So how do you actually do that? Well, a couple of things. First of all, we ended up using a system called Smart Vault. Smart Vault is basically Google Drive, but it's encrypted and it's built to integrate into its products really well. And it's an encrypted storage system. It's beautiful. There's an app that's encrypted. You can take pictures of all of the envelopes, all the crap that comes in at tax time, and upload it to your CPA, your bookkeeper, your accountant, to you. And it was pretty inexpensive. It was just great. It ended up being probably the best vault system. Now, there's a bunch out there that are pretty powerful. This one had the best mix of encryption, security, and ease of use, right? That's what you're always going to balance. There's a scale there. But if you have a vault system, and the portal of your website ends up being easy for new employees to interact with, you can do a number of things. If you stack the vault system with like an e-signature app, there's a number of them out there, and you take those anything that you can do this with, but you take these employee records that need to be filled out, and you make them easy for the business owner by having a portal that just submits it to you. Boy, I tell you what, that will save the business owner tons of time, a ton of screwing around. You can even create landing pages within your website that say, hey, if your employer's with us, here's what you're going to do. we can help set that up for you so that it's very turnkey, it's very easy. But I tell you what, that's a niche that you can go after. Anybody who has high turnover, has seasonal work. This could be everything from parks, playgrounds, indoor parks, gymnastics, schools, dances, things like that. It could even be small schools, private schools. That gets to be a lot of bureaucracy. Restaurants, retail. Check those out. I know that those problems for people were a big burden, and when you layer that on the mitigating taxes, keeping them compliant, and helping them save time, that can be an amazing value add. So that could be a niche that you check out. Just think in terms of who has high turnover, and then bring that up as a value proposition to your prospects. Remember, it's all about prospecting. 80-20 rule is 80% of the time you need to be prospecting right now, especially in your first 3-4 years, until you do the big swing to where you prune your clients and you only keep the best ones. And that's a whole other video. So I'm Rob Satcham. I hope that's helpful. If you need web help, if you need digital marketing help, keep us in mind. Have a good one.